everyone, Lucas here. How you doing? Happy New Year, happy 2025. This is the first Watch Me Study of the year. And as you know, I'm a Brazilian English teacher. And this is an important piece of information, a particularly important piece of information that I'm a Brazilian English teacher, and it'll make a difference today. You'll find out why in a second. And this is how I study. This is how I study. This is for my own development. See, especially this is how I try and keep my speaking skills sharp by active reading. By active reading. If you're not familiar with what active reading is, make sure you check out the description box down below. But basically, active reading is reading out loud, exploring the text, asking questions, producing language, speaking as much as you can, looking up and writing down new words, new structures, language you're not familiar with. And in the end, learning new things. And like I said, most importantly, producing, making sure you learn something new, you you produce something with it. You speak, okay? This is how I do it. And of course, I'll make mistakes that hopefully I'll be able to correct by the end of the video, which is not always the case. Sometimes the video just is uploaded um, with my errors in it, which is fine. And yeah, this is active reading. So it's a great method, which I recommend, which I strongly recommend. Okay? All right, so why did I say it's so important? It's important to note that I'm a Brazilian English teacher because 2 nights ago, something extraordinary happened. Extraordinary. So 2 nights ago, something extraordinary happened. Our amazing, beloved, super talented Brazilian actress, Fernanda Torres, won the Golden Globe for Best Actress in a drama movie, in a drama film. And this is huge. This is massive, honestly, for so many different reasons. Um, I'm not gonna talk too much about it here in this preview, in this intro. Let's do the thing, okay? So what we'll do today, in her honor, to honor her win, her historic win, is let me share my screen here. Just a second. Choop, 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 choop. Let's see. Where am I? Here I am. Okay. Oops, sorry. Okay. What am I looking at? Yeah, here we are. Okay, I'm gonna pause the recording and then I'll come back with it more like um with a better setup. Just a second. Good, much better. Okay. So it's framed better now. What I did was simply type Fernanda Torres on Google News. Can you see it here? Google News, Google News, Google News, Google News. Yeah, okay. On Google News, and let's see what we can find about her win in English, of course, from English news outlets. That's just what I did. Fernando Torres here and search, and let's see. On Yahoo. I'm still here. Star Fernanda Torres pulls off Golden Globe's biggest upset. Interesting. Okay. So she pulled off the whole ceremony biggest upset. First of all, what does it mean to pull off the biggest upset? To pull off is sometimes, most times it means to be able to do something, like to achieve something, like to pull off something. But or in this case means to cause. She caused the Golden Globes' biggest upset. An upset in this case, yeah, it definitely doesn't mean it's not the adjective as in upset, like sad, frustrated. Upset in this case is a noun, right? Where which means the biggest, like something that didn't go as everybody expected it to go. Uh, Let me try to think of something better. Upset in this case, uma reviravolta, uma. It always happens. I suck at this, really, at translating on the spot. I hate it. But yeah, everybody expected a different outcome, but Fernanda Torres pulled off an upset, pulled off and caused and was the reason why something uh, otherwise happened, something different happened. Okay. Interesting. I like this headline. Let's keep going. From Variety. I'm Still Here star Fernanda Torres wins Golden Globe 26 years after her mom was nominated in same category. And this is why I didn't want to, I didn't want to give too much away in the intro because it's juicy. It's really interesting. The whole backstory here. Her mother, Fernanda Montenegro, Fernanda as well, like herself. Um, and by the way, her father is called Fernando. All right, so Fernando Torres married Fernanda Montenegro, and they gave birth. They had Fernanda Torres. Fernanda. All right. 26 years ago, her mother, Fernanda Montenegro, was nominated in the same category of the same award for the same Golden Globe in the category in the drama category and law and that was for Central Station, a magnificent, amazing Brazilian movie, which which is by the same director, I guess. Just a second, wait, no, Central do Brasil. Yes, it's by it was directed by Walter Salles. Yes, it's the same guy. Oh my God. Yes. Okay, so it's the same director and not only director but also the screenwriter. As far as I know. Okay, so from the top, 26 years ago, they made this movie here in Brazil called Central Station, Central do Brasil. Okay, it's fantastic. Just look it up. Just watch it. And yeah, again, Walter Salles was and is the director, the screenwriter. I guess. I think. Let me see. Yeah. Anyway, and Fernanda Montenegro was the main actress. Was the main character was played by Fernanda Montenegro. Here, see, this is her. 26 years ago, and she was nominated for an award for a Golden Globe in the drama category. She didn't win. She lost to Kate Blanchett, who played what? Queen Elizabeth, I guess. This year was, yeah, this year Kate Blanchett won for Queen Elizabeth. So yeah, our Fernanda Montenegro lost the award. And we as Brazilians became what? Bitter. Of course, this is what we do. I mean, it was the first Brazilian, as far as I'm concerned, nominated for a Golden Globe. Our hopes were really high. We love Fernanda Montenegro here. Anyway, Here, upset as an adjective. We were very upset. And we'd been upset up until 2 nights ago. And we went for blood. We wanted revenge. And guess what happened? We got revenge from her daughter. I mean, not from her daughter, but we got revenge through her daughter, winning the same award as she had been nominated to for. Okay, again. And we got our revenge through her daughter, who was nominated in the same category as her 2 nights ago and brought to Brazil a Golden Globe for a movie also written and directed by Walter Salles. Crazy, huh? Okay, I'm pretty sure he didn't write it. He just directed it. I'll look up the name of the screenwriters. Anyway, it's juicy, isn't it? So yeah, Variety. The headline here is in Variety on Variety because it's a website on, but in the magazine, whatever. Anyway, I'm Still Here star Fernanda Torres wins Golden Globe 26 years after her mom was nominated in same category. It's got to be same category. Okay. Yeah, interesting. The Independent. Who is the famous mother of Golden Globe winner Fernanda Torres? Oh, I like this. Who is the mother? Who is the famous mother? Who is the famous Fernanda Torres mother? Good. BBC. Golden Globes. How shock wins have shaken up the Oscar race. How shock wins have shaken up the Oscar race. And see, Demi Moore here for The Substance. She was nominated and won for The Substance. Have you seen The Substance? Have you seen The Substance? Pronunciation here. Have you seen The Substance? I have. Super interesting, to say the least. Good, entertaining, interesting. Um, good, just good. Beautiful. I mean, yeah, amazing visuals. What's this? Entertainment Tonight. Yes. Fernanda Torres has Cinderella night after beating A-list actresses at Golden Globes. Exclusive. Fernanda Torres has Cinderella night after beating A-list actresses at Golden Globes. Okay, yeah, that's the storyline here is that Fernanda Torres beat Nicole Kidman. She beat the door girl, the door, the ship, the Kate Winslet, Titanic, yeah. She beat Tilda Swinton. She beat Angelina Jolie for Maria. She beat Nicole Kidman. I think I already said her name, yeah. So, mm, yeah, that's why some news outlets are dubbing this as an upset because everybody was expecting what a Nicole Kidman to win, a Kate Winslet to win, maybe Tilda Swinton for her role in Almodovar's The Room Next Door, and Fernanda Torres snatched the award. Yes, good. I don't know what this is. Fernanda Torres has been here all along. Yes, bitch. Yes, she has. Golden Globes get specially global with wins for Emilia Perez, Shogun, Fernanda Torres. Yeah. Golden Globes 2025. Fernanda Torres to Adrian Brody. Here's the full winners list. Super interesting. I'm really want to see the brutal list. Golden Globes 2025 winners get an Oscar boost from Demi Moore and Fernanda Torres to Flo. Okay, now again, the story here is um I don't think Demi Moore and Fernanda Torres were, the front runners in most people's opinions. So them winning the Golden Globes, which, is a big player in the award season, is a big, not a player, is a big, I mean, is one of the big events in the award season. Them winning that, you know, gives us a sense of what could happen at the Oscars, which was not being expected by a lot of people. Anyway, we gotta choose one. Wait. Golden Globes, snubs, and surprises. And Laura. Okay. Shock Golden Globe wins for Demi Moore and Fernanda Torres. See, as Angelina Jolie and Cynthia Erivo are beaten. Yes, Cynthia as well. It was uh yeah, but Cynthia was running against Demi Moore in a comedy or musical, not against Fernanda Torres. Brazilian actress Fernanda Torres pulls off exciting Golden Globes upset. Yes, definitely exciting and definitely an upset. Fernanda Torres thanks her mother during Golden Globes, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's pick one. Let's just pick one. How long have I been doing this? Anyway. Let me see. I'm still here. Star Fernanda Torres on a true life story of resistance. They couldn't break her. Good. Okay, I like this. Let's read about the movie, the story behind, I mean, the real story behind the movie, and less about the gossip around her win. Let's see. The Hollywood Reporter. Let me reframe this. Yes. Oh shit. Okay. Here. By Taylor Swift. Okay, let's go. So this is from the Hollywood Reporter. Um, I'm still here, star Fernanda Torres, on a true life story of resistance. They couldn't break her. They couldn't break her. Who is she? Who is her in this case? Eunice Paiva, the real life character played by Fernanda Torres in this movie. Okay. Brazilian, there's a typo here. See? A typo, a a misspelling, mistyping, a typo. The Brazilian actress pulled off a surprise, pull off again, to pull off, to be able to do something, to achieve something, to do something impressive. The Brazilian actress pulled off a surprise Golden Globe. I'm inclined to pronounce this glove as in glove. It's wrong. This is globe, globe, globe. The Brazilian actress pulled off a surprise Golden Globe Best Actress win for her role in Walter Salles' true life drama, playing a mother of five who reinvents herself after her husband is disappeared, quote unquote, by the Brazilian dictatorship in the 1970s. Yes, those abductions, those kidnappings, those disappearings. I don't know what the noun is here, were common during our horrendous dictatorship in the 1970s. Hmm. Let me just confirm something here real quick. If No, never mind. Okay. I'm still here. It's a miracle, says Fernanda Torres, the star of Walter Salles' I'm Still Here, when congratulated on her Golden Globe nomination for the role. The 59-year-old Brazilian actress seems the odd one out among the bold-faced names in the Best Actress Drama category. including Angelina Jolie for Maria, Nicole Kidman for Baby Girl, Tilda Swinton for The Room Next Door, Pamela Anderson, of course, for The Last Showgirl. I forgot her. And Kate Winslet for Lee. But few who have seen the film would challenge her nomination. I love this intro. I love this paragraph. Yes. Okay, so Fernanda Torres herself says it was a miracle just being nominated. But few who have seen the film would challenge her nomination. I haven't seen the film. Yeah. I've read the book though, years ago, but have not seen the film. The film. Okay, this is interesting. The 59-year-old Brazilian actress seems the odd one out. What does it mean to be the odd one out? She was to be the odd one out is to be the standout, but in a bad way. Like again, remember the headlines? Fernanda Torres has beaten A-list actresses, Nicole Kidman, Angelina Jolie, da 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 da, icons, Hollywood icons. So she was the odd one out. She was the one who was kind of detached from the group. Because, first of all, she's Brazilian. Just let's start there. Um, It was her first nomination. She had never been in a movie with a big she's never been in a internationally popular movie such as this. Although she won I think it's the Palme d'Or Palme d'Or at Cannes in the 80s as an actress, of course. And anyway, she was the odd one out compared to this extra high level and notorious and famous and accomplished group of actresses. Again, the 59-year-old Brazilian actress seems the odd one out among the bold-faced names in the Best Actress Drama category. Yes, she did. Okay. But few who have seen the film would challenge her nomination. Would deny she deserved a nomination. So if you saw the movie, you'd probably agree that her nomination was well deserved. You wouldn't challenge that. You wouldn't contestar, né, a indicação dela. And I'm Still Here, Torres plays Eunice Paiva, a mother of five and wife to former Brazilian Congressman Rubens Paiva. When Rubens is disappeared by the Brazilian regime during the country's military dictatorship, which ran from 1964 to 1985, this is atrocious, Jesus Christ. Paiva reinvents herself as a human rights lawyer and activist, fighting for justice for herself and families like hers. Again, those disappear. I gotta look this up. I'm not sure if I should say those disappearances or those disappearing. Mm. Sorry, just a second. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to put this. Those disappearances. Mm-hmm. Disappearances. Yes. Yeah. So again, those disappearances um was there's a Latin word for this. Anyway, it was kind of a go-to method used by the disgusting military regime when they wanted to cause terror and to extract information they thought was could lead them to find who the um communists were and um who was against their regime. There's a better word for this. Praxis was a praxis, a prática, praxis. No, it's not that. Um, yeah, anyway, it was God, there's an expression that fits this perfectly. So, anyway, let's move on. And I'm still here. Torres plays Eunice Paiva, mother of five and wife to former Brazilian Congressman Rubens Paiva. When Rubens is disappeared by the Brazilian regime during the country's military dictatorship, which ran from 1964 to 1985, Paiva reinvents herself as a human rights lawyer and activist, fighting for justice for herself and families like hers. Yes, um, as far as I know, and as far as I remember the book, this case has never been solved. I mean, it has been solved. He was tortured and killed. That's it, by the regime. Um, and that made her, that lit a fire in her that propelled her to fight. And she even studied, went to law school because of this, so she'd be able to more properly fight for the rights of families like hers. Yeah, it's a beautiful story. It's, very heartbreaking. Adapted by Murilo Hauser and Heitor Lorega from the autobiographical novel of the same name by Onician Rubens' son, Marcelo Rubens Paiva. I'm Still Here is a story of courage and resistance in the face of fascism. It is also the tale of Eunice Paiva's transformation from the 1950s housewife she was raised to be to returning to law school at 48 to become a fearless activist. There you go. Yes. She faced intimidation and imprisonment. The film's most that's a weird sentence in the middle of everything. She faced intimidation and imprisonment. The film's most harrowing moments show Eunice's interrogation by the military when she is taken from her home with no contact with the outside world, and spends 12 days in a dark, dank cell, hearing the screams of people being tortured coming through the walls. Yeah. Dictatorships never again. Never again. Adapted by Murilo Hauser and Heitor Lorega from the autobiographical novel of the same name by Onician Rubens' son, Marcelo Rubens Paiva. I'm Still Here is a story of courage and resistance in the face of fascism. Story of courage in the face of fascism. Courage during, in the middle of, you know, fascist domination. It is also the tale of Eunice Paiva's transformation from the 1950s housewife she was raised to be to returning to law school at 48 to become a fearless activist. hmm Fearless person who has no fear. She faced intimidation, intimidate, she faced intimidation and imprisonment. She faced intimidation and imprisonment. She was taken to jail. She was imprisoned. The film's most harrowing moments show Eunice's inter the m- sorry. The film's most harrowing moments show Eunice's interrogation by the military when she is taken fr when she's taken from her home with no contact with the outside world and spends 12 days in a dark, dank cell, hearing the screams of people being tortured coming through the walls. Okay. I know the meaning of I know just the overall meaning of harrowing, but I want to see the exact definition. And dank, I'd expect it to be a damp, not dank, but let's see what dank means. I would understand if it was a typo as well, but it's probably not. Dank. Harrowing, meaning extremely distressing, upsetting, or painful. It often describes experiences or situations that are deeply troubling or emotionally intense. Example, the survivors shared harrowing stories of their ordeal. Yes. And dank, okay, there you go. Dank means unpleasantly damp, cold, and often dark. So yeah, again, dank is also damp, úmido, cold, and often dark. Okay. What could be a translation? What could be the translation of dank? Let's see. Damp is úmido. Dank would be úmido as well. Frio e abafado, mofado. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Okay. Yep. So yeah, let's never forget during the dictatorship in Brazil and many other places, torture and murders happen. But Eunice never lost her spirit. She was always calm, very intelligent, and very persuasive. And she was always smiling, says Torres. She understood the smile as a weapon to tell the dictatorship they couldn't break her. Ugh. Yes, she understood the smile as a weapon to tell the dictatorship they couldn't break her. Torres spoke with the Hollywood Reporter on her personal connection to the Paiva family, the message of Eunice's story for today, and the family symmetry that saw her nominated for a Golden Globe 26 years after her own mother, Brazilian film legend Fernanda Montenegro, who has a cameo in I'm Still Here as the elderly Eunice, received a Golden Globe nom for Salles Central Station in 1999. The first time a Brazilian actress was nominated. Okay, huge sentence here. Torres spoke with the Hollywood Reporter on her personal connection to the Paiva family, Eunice Paiva's family, Marcelo Rubens Paiva, and so on. She also spoke on, that's interesting. She also spoke on the message of Eunice's story for today and the family symmetry that saw her nominated for a Golden Globe 26 years after her own mother, Brazilian film legend Fernanda Montenegro, who has a cameo, and I'm Still Here, as the elderly Eunice. A cameo é uma aparição, ela aparece, ela tem uma cena. A cameo could be more than one scene, but a cameo is just, she, appears briefly in a film. Um, yeah. And see here, Fernanda Montenegro received a Golden Globe nomination. She received a Golden Globe nomination for Salles, the same Salles from I'm Still Here. From Salles Central Station in 1999, the first time a Brazilian actress was nominated. I don't like the way I pronounce Brazilian. Brazilian. I tend to say it Brazilian. The first time a Brazilian actress, and we can connect it here. Brazilian, Brazilian actress. The first time a Brazilian actress was nominated. Torres spoke with the Holly, a gente pode marcar esse Y aqui, ó. Torres spoke with the Hollywood reporter. Ah! Torres spoke on the, sorry. Torres spoke with the Hollywood reporter on her personal connection to the Paiva family, the message of Eunice's story for today, and the family symmetry that saw her nominated for a Golden Globe 26 years after her own mother. Brazilian film legend Fernanda Montenegro, who has a cameo in I'm Still Here as the elderly Eunice, received a Golden Globe nom for Salles Central Station in 1999, the first time a Brazilian actress was nominated. Good. Walter Salles knew the Paiva family intimately. Ugh. Walter Salles knew. Walter Salles knew the Paiva family intimately. What was your connection to this story? My personal connection. Okay, this is the Q&A. Guess I'll stop here. Yeah, it's too long already for YouTube. I'll keep reading it. I'll keep reading it though. Let me see. How long have I how long have I gone? There's no timer here. Anyway, I'll stop here and I'll continue by myself on my own. And yeah, beautiful, beautiful victory. The whole country is vibing with it. We're celebrating. We've been celebrating for days. The Oscars are coming up, and yeah, this win could mean a lot. She has not been nominated for the BAFTAs this season, but could be for the Oscars, right? Although the Oscars, they don't have those they don't have those separate categories as they have in the Golden Globes. Like in the Golden Globes, they separate um they separate the movies in between sorry, and the Golden Globes they separate sorry, just a second. There's the noun and there's the verb and the noun here. Separate. Let me. Yep. As a verb, they separate. They separate. Separate. As an adjective or noun, it's separate. Uh-huh. Separate. Yeah. I was separate. I was separate. I was separate from my brothers as a child. Well, that's dark. I was not, but anyway, I will, and the Golden Globes separate uh the movies into different categories: comedy and musical, drama. I think that's it. That's why Fernanda Torres and Demi Moore both won as Best Actress, right? Which doesn't happen at the Oscars. So maybe Fernanda has less of a chance at the Academy Awards. Has smaller chances? How do I say that? She has less of a chance. She has lower fewer chances. Interesting. Yeah, her chances are lower. Okay, so we can go either um having chances as a countable noun. She has fewer chances at the Oscars because of this categories thing, or we can consider chances uncountable. Like her chances are lower. Lower. My question my question was what adjective to use. Like her chances are what? Lower this case. Yeah, or fewer, whatever. Anyway, because of this category thing, she might not be nominated for an Oscar. Okay, that's it. But she will. Trust me. Yeah, she will be. Okay. Thank you for watching, if you did, up until this moment. And yeah, Fernanda Torres. We're super happy. We're super proud. So well deserved. She's amazing. And that's it. I'll see you next time. Bye.